Happy New Year to all of you. The Internal Revenue Service has confirmed important news for millions of Americans. Experts say that many households can expect to receive a letter in their mailboxes from the agency. This letter will be an important reminder regarding taxes and bills. Dear friends, I'll be covering what you need to know about this, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Starting next week, the Internal Revenue Service is resuming the issuance of special reminder letters to millions of Americans regarding their unpaid tax bills. This marks the end of a nearly 2-year pause in such mailings during the crisis. Disregarding the reminders messages may have serious consequences. According to Daniel Gibson, a tax expert, told reporters that people tend to avoid addressing communication from the IRS, leading to potential repercussions. Gibson warns that repeated neglect of the messages sent after the county's tax collector issues the final deficiency notice may result in the IRS taking money directly from your account without prior notice. The reintroduction of these notices comes as the IRS, which is equipped with an additional $60 billion in funding over a decade, intensifies its focus on encouraging individuals to settle their outstanding tax obligations. This shift follows years of decreasing audit rates. On December 21st, the IRS initiated a program urging business owners who benefited from the multi-billion-dollar tax credit program to come forward, offering a 20% discount on the wrongly obtained amount as an incentive for prompt repayment. This tax credit, designed to support payroll during the crisis, had been subject to widespread misuse. The crisis in early 2020 severely impacted IRS operations, leading to a significant backlog of 35 million unprocessed tax returns by 2022. The tax agency struggled to cope with the surge in demand for services, exacerbated by the outdated computer system. While initial dues due notices persisted, subsequent prompts and final demands were the only reminders issued. This shift, combined with a reduced workforce and technical challenges, further strained the agency's ability to address taxpayer needs effectively.
2 weeks ago, President Biden ignored the will of this Congress and issued a veto message of my resolution, which would have nullified the resolution, his reckless, unconstitutional, immoral student loan transfer scheme. As others have said, he's not trying to forgive student loans. He's trying to saddle unsuspecting taxpayers with the burden of paying for others' student loan debt. But Republicans and Democrats should come together, as they have already done on a bipartisan basis, and send a strong message on congressional authority to the executive branch. Again, President Biden simply does not have the authority to forgive student loans and thus spend hundreds of billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, hard-earned taxpayer dollars, as he transfers debt to those who did not incur it. The power of the purse belongs to the legislative branch, belongs to the House of Representatives. I suspect the Supreme Court will confirm that if we don't override this veto. The president seems to even know this himself. When talking about student loan forgiveness on CNN just about a year ago, he said, "I don't think I have the authority to do this by signing with a pen." Student loan cancellation, again, doesn't make the debt go away. It transfers the costs from the borrowers and transfers it to the taxpayers, those who never went to college, those who worked hard and paid off their student loans, or those who worked their way through school to avoid student loan debt. In fact, 60% of the constituents in my district do not have a college degree, yet the Biden administration wants them to have to pay for the college education of others, those even earning up to $250,000 in a typical family, or a non-typical family, I should say. So we're going to make plumbers and welders and carpenters pay for the student loan debt for the high-income earners. There were a handful of Democrats in the House and the Senate who supported my resolution when it was first sent to the President's desk. And I urge more of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to act today to stop the unilateral actions of President Biden that are worsening the education financial crisis, unfairly transferring debt to those who didn't borrow it, and usurping the constitutional congressional authority of this House. And I yield back.
While some taxpayers began receiving reminders in the fall, the IRS plans to send them in batches this January to individuals with tax debt accumulated before 2022. The IRS emphasizes that the reminder letter aims to alert taxpayers of their liability and guide them to make alternative arrangements to settle their bill. Approximately 98% of these letters will be delivered to individuals, with the remainder sent to businesses and tax-exempt organizations. At the same time as all of this, the IRS has announced a program to forgive $1 billion in penalties over unpaid tax bills during the crisis. This is for nearly 5 million individuals, businesses, and nonprofits. However, this relief applies only to those who did not receive automatic reminders for their 2020 and 2021 tax credits and owe less than $100,000. Delinquent taxpayers with higher amounts are still required to settle their back taxes along with accrued interest. According to Newsweek, a new poll has found that almost half of all Americans with credit card debt are concerned over their ability to pay it back. The poll found that 46% of Americans with credit cards are either very or fairly concerned over paying back their spending debts. The polling comes after it was revealed in August that Americans owe a staggering combined $1 trillion in credit card debt. Debt owed to credit card agencies increased by $45 billion between April and June alone. The survey also found that 28% of Americans were very concerned with their ability to pay back their credit cards. When credit card holders were asked if they thought their debt would increase over the Christmas and New Year period. According to Newsweek, inflation has caused increased financial pressure, and many are struggling to keep up with the cost of living. This has caused many people to fall behind on their payments, forcing them to carry a balance over to the next month. Late fees and high interest rates on credit cards only add to the difficulty of getting them paid off. Well, my amazing and most magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Remember, dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.